Hello my little metal muffins and hardcore honeys, it's that time of the week where I've listened to 7 albums in 7 days. I tell you which album I loved the most, what I thought of all of them. We listened to one together, and this week it's further bands that I watched at Slam Dunk that I haven't necessarily listened to, but I wanted to listen to more. Let's go together. On Thursday I listened to Sour Sin, Search of Solid Ground. I was already getting into this band. I saw them live and I thought I need to listen to another album by them. Wow, it's like guitar driven enough to be alternative, but not too heavy that it's inaccessible to a lot of listeners. This album's getting a 9 out of 10. On Friday I listened to Hawthorne Heights, If Only You Were Lonely. This is album that's beautifully melodic. Instrumental moments are fantastic. I actually really enjoyed this. This is getting an 8 out of 10. On Saturday, I listened to Cancer Bats, Dead Set on Living. I would say that this album is not as raucous as what I'm used to listening to. It's tuned down a little bit, which I really enjoyed. So sadly, again, I'm gonna have to make this one a really high one. This is also a 9 out of 10. On Sunday, I listened to Dying Wish, Fragments of a Bitter Memory. This album came out just before I really got into them, but vocals are very different. Lead singer has definitely changed the sound as time's gone on. Thoroughly enjoyed this album though. This is my album of the week. Monday, I listened to Good Charlotte, The Young and the Hopeless. Well, sadly, once again, I'm gonna say the same thing I think I said about the last album I listened to by Good Charlotte, which I think was the first one. It's very twee, it's very of the time. The anthem is on it, which is one of my favourite songs of all time, so that kind of pulls it up. However, I will just give this album a 7 out of 10. On Tuesday, I listened to Angel Dust, Extra Raw. Again, this is another artist that I've seen live more than I've listened to. It's a bit more rough and ready than what I have been used to listening to them sounding. I'm going to give this album a 7 out of 10. Brings me on to the wild card of this week, which is Stand Atlantic, Skinny Dipping. So let's listen to it together. The appeal in their sound is universal. I can imagine even people who don't like rock and metal and things would like them. It's a very easy touchstone, I think, for people to kind of go, oh yeah, I like kind of alternative music, I like Stand Atlantic. For me, it's not heavy enough, but the melodies are really nice and the vocals are pleasant. I can't really take it away especially if this is like an entry band for some people. So I'm actually gonna rate this an 8 out of 10. That's it for this week. Come back next week where I'll be doing the same thing again. Bye.